everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 7 of MyGM Mode here on WWE 2k23, and today it is time for our next PLE here in the series as we have booked Hell in a Cell, the iconic Hell in a Cell PLE. There's no escaping one's fate when you're locked in a cell, only the fearless thrive, and tonight we're going to find out who will thrive inside the structure. Hope you guys are ready for this one. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently here on the channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed the influx of 2K content, as well as currently what is to come, and that includes Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, before all the WrestleMania festivities begin. We will have a premiere on the channel. You can already see it. It'll be Clash at the Castle, our last big main roster PLE for WWE 2k22. You guys don't want to miss it. Everybody who's new to the channel, thanks to my 2k23 content, I have been running a 2k22 Universe Mode series that will bleed into this game. So if you want to check it out, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're excited for all this content, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more WWE content. As well as if you're interested in buying some Rogue Energy, down in the description below, I have the referral link where you can use that and use code Mr. Rob to receive 10% off your purchase. Well, that's it for the plugs. It is time for Hell in a Cell. As you can see, we need this to be a big show. We're currently behind SmackDown, and last time we did have a PLE at SummerSlam, we really did capitalize and book a really solid show in order to close that gap. So we need to do that again. We have $146,000 in budget, and we are currently using basically all of that. So this is going to be a show that we want to go all out for, and I've even purchased a couple of power cards and used another stage cost one in order to try to limit our budget. But this is going to be a big one. I've already got it booked, 5 matches on the show. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm not entirely sure if it'll be as good as SummerSlam, but I think we are doing our best. So let's not waste any more time. Here is what it looks like. We have 2 Hell in a Cell matches on the show for tonight. We're going to start the show with one in the opener. It'll be Braun Strowman defending the United States Championship against Sami Zayn inside Hell in a Cell. I originally wasn't going to make this one inside the structure, but this is a level 4 rivalry, one of the 2 level 4 rivalries that we have, so I think it makes sense to put it inside Hell in a Cell. Really start the show with a banger, because these are 2 that work well together in terms of classes. They got some popularity. It's for a championship, so that will start us off. Then we'll have Raquel Rodriguez doing a self promo. She's only got 41 pop. I really have kind of failed Raquel in trying to use her, so hopefully she can get some more popularity there. Bayley will go one-on-one against Liv Morgan. They've battled twice. They've split the series. It's a level 2 rivalry, so I thought, why not have a 3rd match at the show? Gunther hasn't done a lot recently, is also going to have a self-promo, trying to get him more over, as well as I still really do like Gunther. The Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line again. Rated RKO versus the Usos. I know we've done this match a lot, but it is one of our top rivalries, and it is for a championship, so we really need to try to continue this one. Orton has 16 pops, so hopefully that, or stamina, so that hopefully that doesn't play a factor. Shinsuke Nakamura, we're going to turn him heel, and more on that in a minute. But if you remember, Nakamura was the first feud for the WWE Championship. He came up empty in that regard. I haven't really done anything with him since, but I think I have one thing I want to do, but it requires us to turn him heel. So that's what we're going to do there. And the next match is for the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns will take on Rey Mysterio in a level 2 rivalry. I've kind of dropped the ball with this one a little bit. As you can see, even though he's our WWE Champion, Roman Reigns is actually not as popular as Rey Mysterio. So this kind of fumbled the bag with the Tribal Chief here in this series. Need to get him wrestling some more, I realize. But he's got to defend the championship against Rey Mysterio. We saw Mysterio pick up the non-title win on this past episode of Raw. We'll see if he can win it when the championship's on the line. Then we're going to have an advertising promo for Kevin Owens. I've done a lot of these for him recently, and they've done really well. And after we burn through all of our budget this show, we're going to need some more money. So Kevin Owens got 5 mic skill. He's going to cut another promo. Then we're going to get him back in the ring because, as I said earlier, we're going to turn Nakamura heel, and he's going to feud with Kevin Owens. They have a good clash of styles. I like Owens as the face. I think Nakamura as the heel can really put on a pretty solid rivalry, and it gets them both something to do. Then our main event, the Raw Women's Championship on the line for the 2nd straight pay-per-view. They main event, Asuka has been the MVP of this series, but she has to defend against the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley, inside Hell in a Cell. I'm banking on that one being good. It's also level 4 rivalries, 2 of our more popular stars that we have Rhea Ripley is actually more popular than Asuka, so we'll have to see if they can deliver, but I'm banking on it. That is the show. Let's go ahead and get this one confirmed from Birmingham, Alabama, and see if we can deliver here at Hell in a Cell. First off, Zayn and Strowman for the United States Championship, and the winner is Braun Strowman. He retains the championship, and it was a 5-star match. Our first 5-star match of the series comes thanks to Strowman and Zayn. Oh my gosh, what a start to the show. I cannot believe it. Doesn't get any bigger than that. They delivered on the rivalry. I'm so glad I put that one inside Hell in a Cell. Wow. Braun Strowman retains the United States Championship. What a signing he has been for us in just the past 4 weeks. Incredible stuff so far. Raquel Rodriguez doesn't gain any pop for her promo, so oh well, I'm still riding that hype from the first match. Bayley versus Liv Morgan, one-on-one, only a level 2 rivalry, and Bayley wins the trilogy. She wins 2-1. It was a 3-star match, and it improved, so we can still continue to build on these two going out of Hell in a Cell, and I think that was one of our weaknesses coming off our last PLE at SummerSlam. Is every single feud we had coming out of that PLE ended. Well, I think this time it's good to have a couple of rivalries that continue past the show so you don't lose some of that momentum. And Bayley and Liv Morgan could be that rivalry for us. So a 3-star match, still pretty solid, especially in the mid-card. So good job to the role model herself. Gunther also cuts a weak self promo. He doesn't get any pop for him. So both promos have dropped the ball so far. Raw Tag Team Championships on the line, a level 1 rivalry. Usos versus Rated RKO, and Rated RKO continues to dominate this rivalry. Another 3-star match, level 2, so it keeps it going. I'm okay with that. Orton and Edge pick up the win and retain the championships. I kind of want the Usos to win the championships eventually because I have other plans I could use for Orton and Edge, but as long as they're the Raw Tag Team Championships, I'm not really going to kind of hinder that. So big win, good win there for Orton and Edge. They retain the championships. Nakamura is going to turn heel. It went okay, but it accomplishes the goal. So him and Kevin Owens will load up next. Now we have the WWE Championship on the line. Roman Reigns defends against Rey Mysterio, and the winner is Roman Reigns. So he does retain the championship in a 2.5-star match. That has been our worst match of the night. Can you believe it? The WWE Championship was our worst match. Kind of didn't do the best job with the rivalry, but it will continue. It's now, I think, a level 3 rivalry, so I do want to continue Reigns and Mysterio, kind of amp up the stakes and allow that one to be a big-time encounter when it does come before our next PLE. So Roman Reigns will attain the championship there. Kevin Owens cuts a good promo for advertising, gets us 12,000, but he does lose 3 pops. That is a little alarming, but I don't think Kevin Owens will have a tough time getting that back. And then our main event, Hell in a Cell, Raw Women's Championship, Asuka and Rhea Ripley. We've already had one 5-star match. Can we get a second one? Well, it's time to find out. Asuka retains the championship, and it was indeed 5 stars. 2 5-star matches on the show. I have never had a 5-star match, and I just had 2 of them. Asuka retains, continues to be the MVP for our brand. Let's go. Let's get it. This was a phenomenal show. Expectations blew out of the water. I honestly did not have the highest expectations for this show, but thank you, Asuka, Ripley, Strowman, and Zayn. Absolutely delivered. The mid-card was great as well for what it was worth. I don't see how SmackDown can beat this, but it's time to figure out what they do. They're going to start off with a Falls Count Anywhere match, Bliss versus Doudrop, and the winner of this one is Alexa Bliss. And that was a 4.5-star classic, so a phenomenal match for them, but it was not a 5-star match, so we do beat them in the opener. Becky Lynch cuts a charity promo. That's going to hurt a little bit. That's 5,000 extra fans for SmackDown. The mid-card triple threat match, Rude, R-Truth, and Finn Balor. Nothing on the line here as Finn Balor picks up the win in a 2-star match, so we win the first mid-card match as well. So far, everything's going good for us. Xia Li will take on Gigi Dolan in a submission match. I don't see any rivalries also on the cards for SmackDown, so a little disappointing from them. Maybe they just don't want to throw the budget out, but nonetheless, Xia Li wins that one, and that was a 4-star match, so I guess maybe I was wrong. So that was 4-star. That hurts a little bit. Xia Li apparently has been killing it for them on SmackDown. How How about tag team match? Dar and Theory versus Ford and Ivar continues their rivalry. I am a little worried about this one. Dar and Theory pick up the win, and that was just a 2.5-star match. Okay, so that goes along with our WWE Championship match we had, so I think we're still holding the advantage. And now it's time for the main event. Is a submissions match as well. The second submissions match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship. No Universal Champion on the show tonight. I guess John Cena might have had some other things he had to custom for, but it's Dawkins versus MVP for the IC title. And MVP wins the championship, so he finally gets a win. And that was a 5-star match. Are you kidding me? They did put on a 5-star match. I did not think SmackDown would do that. There's no way Dawkins and MVP put on a 5-star match. Come on now. MVP had like 58 something pop. That is not a 5-star match. That kind of sucks a little bit. But nonetheless, they get their 5-star match in the main event. We had 2. So I do think we end up winning the curve. They just win the 3rd match of the night. And we win basically everything else. But this is not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy win, as we did gain 160,000 fans, and we did earn a little bit of cash, so we accomplished that goal. What did SmackDown gain? They gained 147 fans, so we beat them by about 13,000. That's not as big as I wanted it to be, but a win is a win nonetheless. We put on our best show so far of the series. We get a power card, which prevents a random superstar in an opposing show from competing in next week's show. We got to start using those power cards. We haven't really done a lot of the hinder the other brands, so maybe that's what we're missing. But we do close the gap a little bit. It's still 54,000 fans, so not as big of a win as I would have liked. But unlike last time, I think we have some pieces in play to continue some momentum to our next PLE, which is Extreme Rules. As we have a couple of things to hint at. It looks like Dominatrix, hey, my contract's up at the end of the week. That's great, because I have no interest in keeping you around, even for 8K. But I will not be renewing your contract. Thank you for your work in putting Rhea Ripley over. This will be your final week, so make sure you take an L on the way out. Asuka says, listen, I'm not feeling 100% physically right now. I don't mind pain, but I don't want a serious injury. And she says, is it okay if I take 2 weeks off? So that's a little bit of a long time, I would say. But how about you take a week off and you go to the health spa? Is that okay, Asuka? Thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Okay, so she only gets a week off. She goes to the health spa. I'm okay with that. Asuka, I think, has earned a week off, considering she's put the past 2 PLEs on her back. And then Gunther says, hey, boss, I've been talking with Strowman a lot lately and had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually make an awesome team. That would be a very interesting team, Gunther and Strowman. Can you convince you to take a chance on us and book us on a tag match the next few weeks? Sure, I would like to, and maybe we could even have them feud with Rated RKO if all goes well. So sure, Gunther, I'll put you in a tag match. Why not? I want to get you back in the ring, and he cannot wait to make his tag team debut. So interesting couple of developments there. Another shake-up card time here, as we have 3 options. Evasive of maneuvers. I gained 2 power cards. That one's interesting. Instant spa day. Select a superstar with less than 50 stamina. Their stamina is increased to 75, so that's good. I don't have to use them an extra week. And the last one, too good to be forgotten. Superstars don't lose popularity while injured. So 3 interesting scenarios here. I think I have a clear-cut favorite. I kind of want the 2 power cards, so I am going to go with this one. I do like the instant spa day, but invasive maneuvers I think is the best option here. So that's the one we're going to select. So we get a free crew booking, and we get double the cost of an opposing brand's matches for next week's show. So we could definitely use that and keep that in handy. But it is now time to get ready for the next PLE, which is Extreme Rules. As you can see, still have a little bit of work to do, but I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we can start to close the gap. I think we have some stuff that's really starting to work for us. So we'll have to see what we have in store for Extreme Rules, which is our next PLE. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for the support of this series. If you've enjoyed, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more 2K content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.